Hey everybody, this is Rick. Welcome back to Rick Robson's Taxidermy videos. Today I'm going to be showing you how I mount someone's pet. I have a small terrier. A gentleman brought me a few days ago wanting to have this thing done by Christmas, so thought I'd share my procedures on video and on YouTube and show you how I do this. So let's get started. Now, first thing we're going to do is pattern the little dog out. He's wanting me to put the dog in a bed that he brought me and fix him sleeping. So, but he had already positioned the animal the way he wanted him and brought him to me just exactly the way he wanted him. So, what I did is took some reference pictures with a camera. I took several reference pictures of what he had there, and I'm going to do my darndest to copy this. Only difference thing I'm going to do is its eyes are open. I'm going to close its eyes. So let's see what we can do. First thing I'm going to tell you to do is get you a piece of cardboard, or you can get a piece of 6mm plastic. Plastic works really good. On this cardboard, I'm gonna be using a pencil, lead pencil. On the plastic, I recommend you use a magic marker. Okay. Now, what I'm gonna do first is I'm gonna take the little dog, and I'm gonna kind of position him just the way this little animal wasn't really doing, it wasn't anything extravagant or anything. He's just laying there. So I'm going to lay him just like so, and I'm going to go ahead and trace him out with my pencil. This is real important. This is just a rough tracing. And I'm just going to follow the outline of the animal. Just run it down his backbone, along his hips. You can even trace his legs if you want to. Most time I do not carve its legs. I will do a fill method on my leg. But some people want to have everything intact or get the idea of what they've got. And I'm just going to do one leg. I'm not going to try to trace out 4 legs. I'm just going to do the outline of 1 leg or 2 legs stacked on top of each other. This is not exactly rocket science. This is just sort of fly by the seat method. But just follow the outline of your animal. If you have any places that needs to be filled in, go ahead and do that. I teach this method at my class at the community college, and a lot of my students really catch on to this. Again, like I say, this is not exact rocket science. The bad thing about using cardboard is that it will get wet and absorb. I'm going to absorb moisture, so although it will dry, I'm going to go ahead and create his little hips in here. Just kind of eyeball it. I'm just kind of looking at his outline here. Same with the shoulders. This is real important because if you're going to do the legs separate, you're going to need to be able to trace something out. So this is going to be your basic tracing. I also like to, just kind of rough sketch the nose and the eyes. You just have to play with this. Now this is going to be the start of my form. Okay. Now, next I'm going to take a set of calipers. Get you a good set of calipers. You can order these from various catalogs and stuff. I'm going to take several measurements of different areas of the animal just to get an idea of the thickness. I'm going to start right in this area here on my hips. I'm just going to lift them up if I can and just kind of get the width of the widest part of his hips. And I'm going to mark it like so, and I like to draw a straight line here. This way I can find or designate where I'm at. Again, right here in the flank, I'm going to do the same thing. He's going to have different variations throughout his body, whether it rises or falls. Now I'm going to do the belly area, or the rib cage area if I can. This kind of bothers a lot of people to have their pets fixed. Or it bothers a lot of taxidermists, would rather, to fix someone's pet. And I've had so many of my students and so many people tell me they couldn't do it. I look at it like this, as if it's a coyote or a fox. Same family, you know, they're canines. Different smells. Now I'm going to calibrate this right here behind his shoulders. This general area. And this is just going to give you some reference when you're carving. You can check as you carve your piece. Again, in the shoulder area here. And so on. And we're going to go on down to the neck. I'm not going to be doing the head like this. I'm just going to get the neck area. Need to take the collar off, save the animal's collars, or the cat's collar, or whatever you're working on. We're just going to get a basic measurement of its neck. Now, as you can see, I've darkened up the basic pattern with the magic marker, so you folks watching this can get a better view of this rather than trying to see it from a pencil. Like I said, I've traced him out, I've designated his legs, and I've also made just different measurements throughout the body of the animal and put it on the pattern. Now, once I've got this patterned, I'm going to go ahead and skin this animal. Before I do, though, I've got to make a cast of its head. This is another method. You can take the pattern and try to carve the head out, excuse me, but when it comes to a pet, especially a pet, I will try to make a impression of its head before I skin, so so we can get as much of the features and the shape of its head as possible. So I'm going to show you how to do this. Watch for Mounting a Pet Part 2, Molding the Head. See you next time.